Are you 22 years old or in your early 20s or even mid 20s getting started, maybe starting as a teacher or in the public sector and getting started working, making some money, and you want to get started investing, you're not sure how? In this video, I want to talk about that. Welcome to Finance PK. My name's Phil. The goal of this channel is to help beginning investors, especially those of you who are getting started working, making some money. You're not sure how to get started investing. You're not sure if you have the confidence to invest. I want to show you how and give you some ideas and some suggestions and just 3 easy steps at a time that you could do. And this video is especially for those of you that are in your early 20s getting started teaching. I myself am a teacher, and I myself wish I would have got started younger. So I say this channel is for those that are in their teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, getting started investing. It's really never too, in their 40s like me, and you're getting started investing. I did get started investing just later than I wish I would have. I want to help inspire you and encourage you to do that. Take those first steps, build that confidence. And so especially if you're a first-year teacher, you have some different options. An option that I recommend for everyone, regardless of your employment status, if you're in the United States and you have that option, you have taxable income, you can earn income, you can start a Roth IRA. So I recommend you get started with that right away. The maximum contribution for that is $7,000 a year if you're under the age of 50, or $583 a month. And that averages out, that equals out to $7,000 per year. If you're over the age of 50, that goes up. So they have a catch-up contribution of $8,000 total, $1,000 catch-up, $8,000 total, $666 per month. So if you're in your 20s, early 20s, getting started, you're a teacher, public sector employee, start that Roth IRA. Even if you can't get that $583, that's fine. Get whatever you can. Automate. Take that out every month, and you can build up to that amount to max out. Okay, and once you start that Roth IRA, then you can invest in certain index funds and certain stocks that make 10 to 15% per year. 22, I say, is kind of a golden age, because if you did that at age 22, first-year teacher, for example, and got started, like I said, I wish I would have got started with that amount at that time, and I wish I would have known about these index funds, like ETFs like VGT, VOO, VTI, QQQ, SWPPX, just to name a few. It's basically an S&P 500 fund, but there's also wonderful stocks like Costco, Apple, Bank of America, wonderful stocks, Amazon, and I could go on and on and on and on and on, NVIDIA, that have made more than 10 to 15% per year. As long as you average that 10 to 15% over 22 years time, that's going to, over 28 years or so time, at 10%, 583 per month, that's going to compound, and that's going to equal out to $1 million. So if you're in your early 20s, getting started teaching, start automating. Open up that Roth IRA. There's going to be a link below with information on how to open up a Roth IRA. You can Google or YouTube that as well. Okay, once you've done the Roth IRA, another suggestion would be to, because that's post-tax money. That money, another beautiful thing, is never going to be taxed. Never taxed, because you've already paid taxes on it. So when you take that out at age 59, and there's different other reasons why you could take that out earlier than age 59 and a half, but once you do, that's tax-free once you take that out, at least at age 59, and you have to meet those requirements. Okay, the other option you have, especially if you're a beginning teacher, maybe public sector employee, is something called a pension plan, and defined benefit, and there's defined contribution. So those defined contribution plans allow you to invest in certain stocks and certain funds, right? There's more limitations. You might have other options depending on the state and your school district or public employer. You might have a 403B and different options where you can invest with institutions like Vanguard and invest in those funds the aforementioned funds that I was talking about, like VOO, VGT, VTI, QQQ, SWPPX. And the other thing you can do as a public school or a public sector employee is you have different benefit plans as well that you can invest money in that's pre-tax going in, and certain for healthcare savings, so HSAs and different things like that. But the most important thing, if I'm in my early 20s getting started, open up that Roth IRA, open up a 401k or 403b pension plan, deferred compensation plan, start that, automate. You don't have to contribute the max limit when you start, but you might get there eventually, and you could be looking at early retirement, certainly financial independence, and certainly building up that nest egg. For information, ideas like this, please subscribe and check me out at Finance PK.